You know how you gotta get ahead of the wave? When you know everyone's charging their spears, preparing to attack you, I always say the best move is grabbing fate by the balls and preemptively attacking yourself in a way that no one else will be able to attack you because the damage has already been done by you. Therefore, it can be framed in the best way possible because it's framed by the person who's being attacked. Dude, honestly, pro gamer move. Now, what I'm about to tell you is something that no one would even call me out on due to the sheer fact that no one knows where I stand in this area. I just wanted to tell you about my absolute hypocrisy and why I'm a hypocrite and why I'm proud of it in this one area, as you will soon see. Now, I will be going against the grain because everyone else on YouTube that talks about this clearly has a very much more powerful opinion than I can even muster. But Nintendo, the company, absolute garbage bastards that are running that shit. I'm telling you, literally run by mole people. And yes, we're in 2020, where the word literally does not mean literally anymore. It means figuratively, but I'm going to use literally as figuratively because figuratively speaking, that is literally what literally is defined as in the modern era. So the literal mole people that work for Nintendo only know how to dig. They know how to dig deeper and deeper with the goal reaching diamonds and other marvelous treasures that they can find as long as they keep digging. So in this literal metaphor, they keep digging until they find more and more gold. The mole people can only dig and therefore do not know about anything that is going on in the surface world, where the people that give the gold its value by trading it, by using it, by enjoying it, those people are unhappy with the diggers. However, the mole people of Nintendo do not care. The mole people of Nintendo are shooting themselves in the foot and they do not even know about that at all. Now, in case you are unfamiliar with the current chain of events that led so many people to hate Nintendo, basically, there was this big Smash tournament for Melee that was going to be run on emulators, and it was going to be very cool. And Nintendo shut it down. How dare they use Melee for emulators, even though no one uses Melee anymore. It would have only been good advertising for them, but still, how dare they not follow the exact way? Fun? Fun? Do they want to have fun with our games? Those fools! Yes, so they shut that down. Big Splatoon tournament gonna be happening, but after the Melee thing happened, some people had the hashtag free Melee that were playing in the Splatoon tournament. Oh, do your ideals clash against ours? How dare you? Feel my fury! And of course, they get banned by the Splatoon tournament by the overlords at Nintendo. In honor of Etika, they wanted to release these Joy-Con boy controller thingies for the Switch, but of course, Nintendo shut that down, and so on and so forth. I can list a million more heinous, terrible things that Nintendo has done over the last few weeks that warranted the hatred of the gamers, and how they are just so stupidly disconnected with the community that supports them, but that would be a waste of time. The point of this video is talking about my hypocrisy, and I am a hypocrite because despite all the horrible things that happened when Nintendo was basically being an asshole to Zawardo, I still cheered like a bitch when Sephiroth was announced for Smash. Sephiroth is one of my favorite villains, or characters to be frank, in any video game of all time. So when he was announced for Smash, I was, well, you know, my sword was as long as his is, okay? To put it bluntly. Now, this sentiment is not my own. This was echoed throughout everyone. If you look at the likes to dislikes ratio on Sephiroth's reveal for the YouTube video, well, I mean, the likes far outnumber the dislikes. Like, not even close. And these are the people that are holding up their torches, ranting and raving against Nintendo, but they will still support them with whatever freaking activity that they go ahead and do. Now, if you want to compare this to Byleth's reveal, this was another Smash reveal that happened in the past. Look at the dislikes on the Byleth reveal. Look how many dislikes there are compared to the life on what Byleth was revealed. Why? Well, the controversy there was there were too many Fire Emblem characters released for Smash. This is so sad. So the Byleth reveal got a ton of hate. At that point, Nintendo wasn't opening their butthole for the world to see to crap on with steamy loads the entire community again and again. But regardless, just because they didn't agree with the reveal of a character, they didn't want another Fire Emblem character in Smash, they let their wrath be heard with the dislikes bar on the Byleth reveal. Now, I am mentioning all these things to tell you something of extreme importance that no one's willing to take the time to remember. And I will tell you why I am a massive hypocrite in this area. I fully advocate for people saying, no, Nintendo, how dare ye, for being assholes to gamers around the world, where I don't know of a company that seems to hate their fan base as much as Nintendo does. But on the other hand, everyone would have to take their hands off their wangs to clap rip when Sephiroth was revealed literally a few weeks later. I find this ironic and hilarious at the same time because everyone compartmentalizes everything in the modern day. You have the one compartment in your mind that's like, oh yes, Nintendo evil, they hate gamers, they're horrible creatures. And then the other part of your mind is like, oh my god, Sephiroth for Smash, this is so sick. And never do the twain meet. They're just two completely different things in your mind, aren't they? We could be happy that Sephiroth is in Smash, and we could also be upset at Nintendo for being assholes, right? These aren't the same thing. Now, people try to rise up gamers and fight against the evil overlords at Nintendo to change their policies, but at the same time, they just, while one hand is giving them the finger, the other hand is shoving dollar bills up their butthole so high up it gets lodged in their esophagus. It makes it difficult for Nintendo to take any criticism seriously when they're being handed so much money on a silver platter while being praised at the same time. Why would they actually take the time to listen and care? On the contrary, you want to know how little of a difference all this noise is making? Well, the latest Pokemon games, which I would say are not the best, not even by a long shot, they made the most money of any Pokemon game ever released aside from, I believe, the first ones. Yeah, aside from Red and Blue, I think Sword and Shield made the most money. So this isn't a company that needs to innovate because everyone complained when that Pokemon Sword and Shield game was released as well. There was this massive outcry from everyone. What? No national dex? You mean to tell me that you can't catch every single Pokemon ever created in Sword and Shield? People went nuts, badonkers over that. And did that affect anything? No. Were their voices heard? No. Sword and Shield sold more than all the previous games that had the national dex. Why the hell does Nintendo need to care about what the gamers are pissed about this month? And it's for that reason and that reason alone that Nintendo never needs to innovate Pokemon game. Everyone complains about Pokemon games needing innovation, but whenever they actually try something different, like, I don't know, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon or Pokemon Ranger, they way undersell in comparison to freaking Sword and Shield and X and Y and all those. So the lack of innovation is what making them bank. Why the hell should they innovate? Why should they care about what the people say? And I am talking about this hypocrisy regarding myself, okay? I'm referring to this in first person, only referring to the hypocrisy that I have in my heart. On the one hand, I say Nintendo's an asshole for being so evil and cruel. On the other hand, I'm saying to myself, well, look at the like ratio on the Sephiroth reveal that happened right after all these controversies, and no one freaking cares. It has no lasting impact at all. Whenever I see someone actually talking about this issue, and I wasn't even gonna make a video on this, I just am because no one's talking about it, and no one's referring to the irony that I am talking about. You have a lot of people saying that Nintendos are run by assholes, but no one's willing to take the extra step to mention that while that's true, it doesn't matter, okay? It's not making any difference. Yes, I understand the beauty of calling out people when they do things wrong. So therefore, I fully respect the people that want to call out Nintendo when they are doing douchey things, and I have nothing against that. But I want to take this moment to acknowledge the hilarity of the fact that they could literally poop in the cereal boxes of everyone that buys their games, but everyone will buy their games and still cheer when Nintendo does something good. That's what I really wanted to point at today. I wanted to talk about how hilarious and ironic this hypocrisy is flowing through the veins of all gamers alike. Well, maybe not all gamers. I'm sure there are like 3 or 4 real rebels fighting for the cause, leaving dislikes on the Sephiroth reveal. Oh no, not another anime swordsman in Smash! You know, really fighting for what they believe in. Shout outs to them. But in the grand scheme of things, it makes so little difference. No matter how much backlash they get for the little things, they have no reason to stop being assholes at all. And until people are willing to en masse rebel, this will never change. So I'm just saying this from a point of chaos that I like to thrive in. This is my own little chaotic perspective on everything, because what good is one little action taken if it makes absolutely no difference to the bigger picture? So yes, that's right. Subscribe to me for more chaotic points of view on things in the way that I see them. Because yeah, I'm absolutely a hypocrite. I think Nintendo's assholes when it comes to many of the things they do, but I'm too much of a hypocrite to say that I'm actually gonna do anything about it, because in the long run, it's not gonna matter. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna buy Sword and Shield. That'll show them. Yeah, right. Sword and Shield sold more copies than on the other game. Give me a break, fam. Oh my god. Anyway, that was my 2 cents on the situation. That's my chaotic outlook on everything, talking about why I'm a hypocrite and why I'm proud to admit that I am a hypocrite. And I'm gonna nip that bud before it blooms, and other people are like, Nux, wait a second. You said you didn't approve of smash his policies, but you still cheered when Sephiroth came out. Yeah, I don't need to be that guy and actually take shit for that. I would rather put all my cards on the table like I tend to do and say, yes, in this area, I'm a hypocrite. Why? Because I don't see any purpose in delegating my enjoyment when it'll leave absolutely no impact on a massively growing company. So for those reasons, I'm out. Toodles, lads. Thanks for watching. I'm not calling every other YouTuber that cheered for Sephiroth a hypocrite, by the way. That's not what I was trying to do here. I'm just trying. Okay, fine. Maybe it is. Bye.